Alright guys, we gotta talk about something that makes me very happy because Bushiroad has officially announced that we are finally getting a Cardfight Vanguard video game released in English. So they have announced Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days, which is an odd name, but that game is coming out for the Nintendo Switch and on Steam. I believe digital only in both cases, as far as I can tell. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But it is getting both a Japanese and an English release, which this is something that I've been waiting for like 9 years now, I think. I've been a Vanguard fan for a really long time, and this is the 5th, I believe, video game that we've gotten from them. But all of the other ones have been released in Japan only. They did 3 separate ones on the 3DS back in that era. And then more recently they did Cardfight Vanguard EX for both the Switch and the PS4. But like I said, none of those ever came outside Japan. So this is the first time that we're finally getting one in English. And no, Vanguard Zero doesn't count because it's free-to-play mobile trash horse shit, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about actual games. So I'm very excited for this. They gave a little bit of details about it. They do have an official English site up now, which I will link down in the description. You are playing as a new original character named Yuki Ichidoji, which is this girl here. There's also several other new original characters that they're adding for the story. It is an entirely new original story, though it will have some of the characters from the Vanguard Overdress anime in it as well. Now, as far as the card pool goes, they said that it was going to be over 1,000 cards, which means that this game is going to be exclusively D-Series format. Which is unfortunate. I really wish that it did have, premium original formats and V format cards, but none of those will be in. It is just going to be strictly D series stuff. Which they've already given a release date for this thing. It's going to come out November 17th. Which I believe that's a worldwide release, actually. So it should have all the D-Series cards in it up till then, at least. Probably in line with the Japanese format, I would say. If I remember correctly, I think Vanguard EX had everything in it, like, right up to the date. So, let's see. D Booster Set 7, I think, is coming out in October, I think, in Japan. So it should at least go up through that. I don't know how much further after that it'll go. I'm also unsure if it'll have like the licensed title booster stuff like the Shaman King cards or anything like that. I would imagine not, because they probably can't get the licenses and crap for that. I don't think the last game had the Token Ranbu cards in it either. But still, it should have a pretty decent card pool in it. Including the Gria with her giant fucking titties. So, I mean, that alone makes it worth it. But I am very excited for this. Like I said, I've wanted a Vanguard video game for a very long time. I live in an area where there's pretty much 0 card shops around here. Much less one that, holds tournaments and stuff for more obscure games like Vanguard. So I very rarely get to play with the real cards. Usually, I bother my cousin every now and then to play with me. But other than that, I very rarely get to play in real life. So having a video game where I can play both online and offline against AI will be a very nice thing to have. So I'm excited for this. I will be picking this up as soon as it comes out. Hopefully the translation and everything ends up being of good quality. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. It's taken them a very long time to finally decide to pull the trigger and give us an English release of any of these. And hopefully this becomes standard for in the future. Like, hopefully it sells good enough to justify it. So any future games they come out with will also be more confident about getting over here. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share that and let people know that that's coming out November 17th. So anyone who's a Vanguard fan, you should definitely check that out and see if that's something you'd be interested in. But anyway, I guess that's all I got to say, so lots of luck to you and yours.